So here, the Lost Dreamer and the Northern Warmth punched in the face, kicked in the teeth, and then thrown in front of a bus and ran over. Because assault rifles will continue to be flexible, sustainable damage options at the cost of no health or move speed. No longer gives health or move speed. Shot speed increased from the low mid 30s to 45. So the bullets are faster. Again, without playing the build, I don't know how impactful these fast bullets are going to be, but it might make all the difference in the world. I don't know. But it means that they shoot way faster than most other guns. So they might actually be strong, but I don't know if that's the case because I haven't had a chance to play them. But just looking at what is written, it looks like these guns have gotten such a hard nerf. Like guns like the Northern Warmth have felt bad for the last two patches. I'm not sure if just increasing the speed of the bullet is going to make the gunplay better. If it does, great. If it doesn't, this is going to be a real tough one. So one of the builds I want to try is my classic first level 20 build, which was Lost Dreamer, Arrival, Nullum Guard, and the Grounding Bolt. If that build works and is still solid in playing some other modes like even CTF or stuff like that, then I really don't care. Like I'm all good. But if it's not, first feedback is gonna be something gotta be done about these rifles, and they're probably gonna be fixed on a hot patch or something because something's probably gonna have to be done about these rifles. We'll see. So submachine guns. I'm not sure why they put submachine guns. So when I see the word submachine guns, I'm start thinking, are there gonna be some new weapons also released in this patch? Because there's only one submachine gun. It's the Wraith. Oh, I guess since it's a pair, they're submachine guns. I guess. Submachine guns are best choice for close range, high burst damage. They have no impact on movement speed. While firing, they're able to dump their clip rapidly. No longer give health or move speed, sort of like the thing that just happened to the assault rifles. It must be the guys in Android must have gotten it first because test flight I ain't seeing I ain't seen anything in test flight. I ain't seeing anything in test flight. And until it shows up in test flight, I can't do a damn thing about it. So yeah, well, he must be Android because it's not here. It's not on Apple because I can't I don't see it. All right. Dual pistols. They only mentioned the Code Diffusion constant, but the Mutiny song is a dual pistol also. It's a heavy dual pistol, so I don't know. But the Code Diffusion constant have a much better. Yeah, so I have no idea how somebody on his friends list is moving up in arena when nobody else seems to have it. So I have no clue. And Geo Beta won't get it first, and it'd be very weird for. Hmm. It's weird. I've never heard of it not coming out from most stores at the same time. But maybe it got out in Southeast Asia faster this time than it came out in the US or Europe or any of the other areas. Maybe that's what's going on. And they also reduced the shot speed by zero point 0.5. Again, I don't know what difference that's going to make, but it might be a big difference. I have no clue. Sniper rifles. They forgot the Lumia Prodigal. They forgot the Primal Eye. They forgot um, the Prodigal. So they forgot 3 of the 5 sniper rifles that are in the game. But Negate Siren now has been given the ability to slow right off the bat. It's a much slower. It's a much smaller slow, but as you infuse it, the slow gets stronger. So that's kind of cool. It's the same slow, but the duration starts to increase through infusion. So that's pretty neat. I'm hoping the same thing will happen with the Mutiny song. It starts off with an explosive bullet that's with a small radius, and as it infuses, it gets bigger, which is just logical. Because to give it nothing and you have to infuse to get stuff, it's just weird. But I'm hoping that's what they do. The objection. Um, so what they did is what I'm assuming. If you did this for 2 sniper rifles, you must have done it for all sniper rifles. Now instead of doing 0.5 damage or 50% damage, right here, sniper rifles start percent damage reduced from 0.5 to 0.33. The 0.5 is up close damage. 0.5 to 33. So that's 33%. The only place you can find that on these sniper rifles is sniper rifles at close range do 50%. 0.5 is 50%. If it's down to 0.33, that's the only stat that this matches up with. So now they do 33%. So if you're doing it to 2 sniper rifles, why wouldn't you do it for all the others? Well, that sucks. So but here's the part that makes no sense, right? Primary weapons. This section is for heavy weapons. So that doesn't really track. I get they're heavies, but they're in the wrong location. So I'm thinking this is a effect on all sniper rifles because it's mentioning sniper rifles. Then the next funny thing is you're looking at 2 heavy sniper rifles in the primary section. So are you sure it's not supposed to be Primal Eye, Negate Siren, and Primal Eye, Lumia Prodigal, and the Prodigal? That's what I think is supposed to be here. I'm just saying, just following the logic. These should be primary weapons. This should not be heavy weapons here. So just following the logic, those 3 guns should have the exact same thing. But that's all. That's the only reason I assume it, because you're correct. Those are 2 heavies, and why are they in the primary section? Like I didn't get that either. That was a little bit confusing in my book also. All right, light because it's getting dark. So that's and it wouldn't make sense to change just 2 and not the others because every change that's being done to the primaries is also affecting the heavies. So you wouldn't just change the heavies and not touch the primaries. That just doesn't make sense. So that's the only reason I think of it that way. Chain guns. Chain guns will function mostly the same. They are centered around being a weapon carrier that suits tanky frontliner play. No longer gives movement speed, which why were they even given movement speed? Health bonus reduced from 0.4, 0.5 to 0.35. So that's kind of cool. So it just dropped down to 0.35. It went down a little. It's no longer 40%, it's 35%. The shot speed was increased. So why make it faster? Because the Splinter Fate has been getting faster and faster every update. They made it faster yet again. Interesting. Again, I have to see how these shot speeds affect it because, like I said, maybe the assault rifles are going to be bonkers because they shoot so fast now. Or their bullets travel so fast now. I don't know. But if those bullets don't do some kind of amazing damage or their speed is killing things really bad, again, the first feedback I'm going to be writing is the assault rifles are trash. Hot garbage. They're the worst things in the game. So that's what I'm thinking. Shotguns. Shotguns. They have gained movement speed and their shot speed has also increased. But the Borson got Art Mandrel. So reactivation delay went from point 0.3 to point 0.7, just like an Art Mandrel. The damage increased, which is really good. This is like all day Borson. This is like when Borson was a killing machine. So I'm thinking that's what we're going on here. The reload time reduced from, oh my god, 1.5. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Holy crap. And the range got increased by 0.2. The last time they increased the range, it was amazing. So this is gonna be good. And the health bonus is reduced to 0.25. You can't have it all, right? So I have to be honest with you. That gun has a major buff. Even though it got a little slower between shots and it lost some health, that's a hefty buff. Everything else is better. That's a healthy buff. And the Caretaker, it got also Art Mandrel. It's got its shot reduced from 5 to 4, just like the Arth. The reactivation delay is better. it's ridiculous. It's now what the Borson used to be. The arc is reduced. I use it up close, so it doesn't really matter. I wasn't catching people in arcs. I was point blanking you anyway, so no biggie for me right now. And it just means the shots are tighter. So when I start shooting you, most of my bullets have a better chance of hitting you now. So that's not a bad thing. The damage increased. Very nice. Damage also increased in the reload time. Oh wow, this one gained the bigger reload time. Because it shoots faster to make it reload longer, and it has less bullets. Wouldn't it reload faster with less? Nah, whatever. But it's a little strange. And its range got reduced, so now it got nerfed in range, and the health bonus is also reduced. So the Caretaker felt more nerfed than buffed, where the Borson just felt like it just got boom, just like it got pushed. No, the Borson's reload time is reduced from 2 to 1.5. It reloads way faster now. It lost a whole half a second. The Caretakers went up by 0.2. No, by point. Yeah, by 0.2. Nah, Borson's better. Like I always said. Borson has 8. Borson has like what, 8 shots. Only thing that happened with the Borson is now the Borson just basically takes longer to shoot bullets. Like in between each shot, you gotta wait longer. But it's like an Art Mandrel. Art Mandrel up close chunks. It kills. So the Borson, boom, the #1 shotgun. The Caretaker got nerfed hard. That's why I'm trying to play the Caretaker before this patch, because I have 5 bullets. I have a lot more advantages than I have here, so it's gonna be disadvantage. It's one of my lowest leveled weapons. Rocket launchers. Whoa. Rocket launchers. Yeah, here's the thing. We haven't gotten a chance to play them, so I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be worse. But just weighing everything I saw together versus everything the Borson got and everything that happened to the Caretaker, the Borson came out on top in this patch. The Borson, it got 1 or 2 nerfs, but gained like 5 bonuses. Where this thing got like 4 nerfs and gained like 2 bonuses. So I think the Borson comes out better on that. Like, I don't understand taking away a bullet from it. Honestly, I don't get it. It's the same concept I didn't understand taking a bullet away from the Art Mandrel. Art Mandrel's a much harder shotgun to use than the triplane. So I don't get why it's losing ammo. Yeah. No, I know. I said that one. That was rough, but with that really fast reload time and that more range, uh, it gained more than it lost. It gained so much more. So that's what I see. Yeah. Last this patch, Caretaker. New patch, Borson. It's Borson. It it's a bit slower, but it's strong as F. So that's the thing. So rocket launchers no longer give health or move speed. Thank goodness. Fall off minimum damage increase from zero point 0.5 to zero point 0.7. Because these things have such a long range right now, instead of it being half of its range, where it would basically start halving its damage, it's now happening at 0.75 of its range. Because these things now all have like 14 as their range, which is crazy. And the rush got more damage. Why? Why? It was already hitting like a heavy. Now it became a heavy. And it shoots faster. I don't know. The speed, they start off slower but end up quicker versus the older version. So, and the ranges are nuts. All of the ranges of the rocket launchers are now 14. That means the Heretic has a range of 14. The Heretic has a range better than the, I think, if you count the detonation radius, I think it beats the objection now in range. If you count the detonation radius, which is like an extra 2 meters. So I think it definitely beats the objection. So it's getting there. The trial, um, same thing. They're reducing the speed, the startup speed. It has to whatever, and it also got more damage. Oh wow, mine is level 20, so I don't know. I got to try that out. But both of these now become something amazing that works with the Swift Strike pendant. And once Do They Knock explained to me that it's a 9-meter hit that makes it move fast, it's good. But that's the thing. We don't know how effective the faster traveling bullet speed is going to be. Again, I'd like to try it and see if it's this amazing, what do you call it, bonus. Because I understand why they're taking away the health and the movement speed from stuff. Because some builds, currently right now, can have 7 or 8 bars. They can. So if you take away some of these things, you force the builds to go down. If you want to have a tanky build, you have to play Protector. You can't just have a tanky build with 1 or 2 Protector items because the battle rifle has a 35 health, which is as good as a Protector item. Why? So I'm starting to, I get the idea of what they're going to do, but I have to see if you remove its speed and you remove its health, but you increase its shot speed, is that dramatic? That's what I want to find out. It might be. We don't know. We haven't played it. So we have to play it first. And I'm working this from Not So Urgent Mountain when he told me, yo man, just play the game and give it some time. Your primals will grow on you. He was right. I was pissed the first day. I was angry as hell. And then I played it. I played each primal for about a day. And I relearned how to play them and how to use them effectively. And yeah, they work. Again, like I said, we have to play it to find out. Because when they made the change, they didn't make it in a vacuum and like, let's just change the numbers, and they didn't test it. They tested this. They had to have tested it. They had to have tested it. So those bullet speeds must mean something. They have to. Because if they don't, guess what our feedback's gonna be? They need more than what you gave them. Maybe you don't give them a lot, but they need health and they need speed, or give them damage, or give them range, or give them bigger clips. Like, one of the things I could have thought of is, if you're gonna take away their health and if you're gonna take away their damage, then I could think a logical next step would be increase the clip sizes back to how they used to be. Make the Northern Warmth have 24 again, and make the Lost Dreamer back to 20. Actually, the Lost Dreamer used to have 32. I remember, because I used to use it all the time. So what's going to probably have to happen is, if you're going to take all of these bonuses away, then you're going to have to give us something. Bigger clips would probably be the way to go. You don't increase their damage, but you give them more bullets. I would think. But again, I'd like to play it to find out if this bullet speed thing is as amazing as it must be, because if you're able to take away their health and you take away their speed, but yet their bullet speed is so much faster, I have to see what this does. I would love to see it, because that's why I told you I'm going to try my original level 20 build with this, which is with a Lost Dreamer. And if it plays well, that'll be good. The other one too, a bigger shot size might be another thing that they can give them. You make them have bigger bullets, so they have a higher tendency of hitting. They don't miss as much. That's another thing you might give it. So that's what we got to see what happens. Like, we got to give it at least a day or two, and we got to try these things out. But I get you. To me too, when I read it, I'm just like, this doesn't look good for the assault rifles. Those things look like they just got nerfed into the ground. And the Northern Warmth has not felt good in the last two patches. The last patch Northern Warmth felt good in was 0.9. Fact. 0.10, 0.11, 0.12, it's felt like hot garbage. 0.8, it felt really good too. I do not know what happened between 0.9 and 0.10, but since then, the Northern Warmth has played as bad as it used to play pre 0.7. So that's where I'm at. Mine is level 18, and I barely want to use the thing. It's the only Seeker primary. And if you want to do full Seeker, it's the only thing you got to use. And I don't see it as a really good gun.